Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of Nothing But Narrative. Got Mike here all the way from Trenton. You've probably seen Mike in a few videos. You've been here once or twice.
Well, yeah.
Well, not here.
Not here. First time here, new building.
That's right.
It's awesome. Come see it.
But on MiniWarGaming plenty of times.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing some more narrative games because you guys seem to be enjoying it, and I want to keep doing them because I think it's way more fun than just regular games. And that's what this is all about, right? Having as much fun as possible.
Why would you do it?
Exactly. And so today, you may notice from the title something strange. Matthew's not playing Tyranids or Genestealer Cult. That's right, it's the Eldar. We're playing Craftworld, Asturgiani. I don't know how many different ways you can say the same thing. The Eldar, all that kind of stuff. And this is my first game really playing them as an army. I've used them in narrative campaigns a long time ago, so I've played against them a few times, so I am familiar with them. But not a lot of people have brought them in to play against me. In fact, I don't think I've almost ever played against them in 8th edition. And if I have, it's a long time ago.
I've never played against Eldar.
Right.
That's how rare they are. They're unicorns.
Right. And so I'd love to get your feedback. Now, I'm not looking for feedback on list strength because this is a narrative game, so I really don't care about list strength. So if you're like, oh no, you shouldn't have brought that, you should have brought this. Not interested. But if you do notice rules errors, for example, or something that's hidden in an obscure FAQ somewhere, I looked over the FAQs and the erratas, but without having played them a lot yet, that stuff doesn't really stand out to you. So if you're like, oh yeah, an FAQ here with the errata mixed in here with this book supplement over here, it's actually this now. Because that's what happens after a while with editions, right?
Don't do that.
You start getting... Well, no, I want you, if it's somewhere obscure, tell me where it is so that I can learn that. Because I think I'm going to get into Eldar. I think so. I've been reading lore about them, and...
Try to stay away.
You trying to stay away?
Yeah, try to stay away.
I'm actually going to be using some of the stuff from the new Psychic Awakening book right now. And so I've been reading that lore, and I'm starting to get into it. And if I can, then what we're probably going to do is I'm going to sell off all of our current Eldar, Dark Eldar, and Harlequin stuff to whoever wants it. And then I'm going to use that money to start a fresh Craftworld, probably even get into Drakari. I know I said I'd never do that, but maybe I actually will now. Who knows? Never say never, right? So who knows? We'll see what happens. So this is my first dally into it, so be kind. But do also tell me the mistakes I made. And then Mike here is going to be bringing his Space Wolves.
Space Wolves!
Which we all know is a top-tier army.
They're mint.
Yes.
They've never been bad, ever.
No, not at all. But that's okay because we're playing a narrative game, and there's literally going to be, well, not literally, there's symbolically on the table going to be lava pouring in, destroying the table as we basically try to secure a getaway. That's what we're going to be doing as the Eldar come in, and the Wind Rider host is going to be coming in trying to take you out. So without further ado, we're going to go take a look at that. But remember, if you want to come in and play against us, we'd love to have you. Go to miniwargaming.com/challenge for all the details and details about events coming up as well. Let's take a look at the armies. On this side is my 1,500-point battalion of Craftworld Eldar. Asturgiani, Eldari, whatever you want to call them. And this is going to be using the Samhan Craftworld rules, which is that I get to reroll failed charge rolls, and bikes don't count or don't get any penalties for moving and shooting heavy weapons. So just chose that one at Steve's suggestion based on the quick army that I threw together. What is in this army? Like I said, it's a battalion, and we've got our 3 HQs right here. It is a Farseer on a bike and 2 Warlocks as well. Then we've got 3 fast attacks, 3 units of Wind Riders. We've got scatter lasers. We've got shuriken catapults. And we got, or maybe they're shuriken cannons, sorry, and twin link shuriken catapults. I'm trying to remember all the names. We've got 3 troop choices of Guardians with their heavy weapons platforms, all with bright lances. We've got 2 fire prisms. We've got a unit of Howling Banshees. These are not the new models, as you can probably tell. We don't have those yet. But I am going to use the new rules for Aspect Warriors, which I'll talk about in a second. And over here we have 2 units of 5 Warp Spiders with an Exarch in each. So in the new Psychic Awakening book, it gives some interesting new rules for your Craftworld Eldar, for your Dark Eldar, Drakari, and for your Harlequins. For the Craftworld, there's a couple things. One, you can create your own custom Craftworld, which I think is cool. I didn't do that because I just
is my first time, so I'm just going to do something simple. Second thing you can do is for all your aspect warriors, you can swap out one of their abilities for, there's 6 abilities essentially that you can choose between. So you don't get to choose which ability you switch out. For example, the Howling Banshees, you lose the ability where they get -1 to hit in melee, so your opponents get -1 to hit them in close combat. So they lose that. And the Warp Spiders lose Iron Resolve, which is rerolling failed morale tests. And both of the Warp Spider units I gave Surprise Assault to, which basically the turn that they arrive from reserve, they can reroll all hit rolls. Specifically for their Death Spinners. I gave the Howling Banshees a Never Shredding Shriek, which is when they finish a charge move on a 4+, an enemy unit within an inch takes D3 mortal wounds. I thought that was kind of cool and thematic. You can spend a command point there's new stratagems for each of the aspects, where a unit can keep their original rule and add that on, but I'm not going to do that. I'm also going to be taking the Wind Rider Host Special Detachment from Vigilus, because I thought it would be nice and thematic. This only affects all the guys on bikes, as well as Vipers, which I do not have in this army. And essentially my Warlord trait that I get access to, which I am going to give my Farseer. And he gives all Wind Rider Host keyword units, which is basically all my bikes, within 6 inches, the ability to fall back and still charge if they wanted to. I'm also going to count him as having a Witchblade because I want to try out the relic that's there. It's a pretty simple one. It just makes the Witchblade damage 3 rather than damage D3. I wanted to take the relic and the Warlord trait from it just because it's thematic for what we're doing here. They have access to a couple stratagems as well. One of them is Nimble Escape, which allows a unit, it would be the bikes, after they fight in close combat to immediately move away. So if I choose them to, so if I charge in, I can actually fight and then retreat or fall back before the enemy has even a chance to fight back, which I think is really cool. There's also a 3 command point stratagem for the Farseer that gives everybody within 6 inches an extra AP. So that's just to the Wind Rider. Once again, only affects bikes. I don't know if I'll use that. That's 3 command points, although that's pretty darn good, but we'll see. Lots to remember, first time playing it and throwing in all these extra rules, but we'll do our best to see what we can pull off with this. This is my Eldar army. Let's go take a look at the Space Wolves. Over here we have 1,500 points of our Space Wolves. Lots of Primaris. Let's walk through this battalion, starting over here.
We have Logan Grimnar on Storm Rider. The troop choices, we have 3 units of Intercessors. 2 of them have the basic bolt rifles. 1 has the Stalker pattern, the heavy version. Unit of Hellblasters with the usual rapid fire plasma assault. Wolf Priest, which is actually a Valkyrie. Love her. She's going to be healing everybody up. Unit of 6 Aggressors. Behind them is a unit of 6 Inceptors. A unit of 3 Suppressors. And 5 Wolfen. 2 with great axes, 2 with shields and hammers, and the sergeant with the claws.
Awesome. 1,500 points. Pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward.
We're going to be playing on this like Manufactorum table. We'll talk about the scenario in just a second. Terrain on here, the mat is by Table War. Most of the other terrain is from Games Workshop. We got some of the foam stuff from MicroArt as well, and which adds to all the crates and everything else like that. So lots and lots of cluttered terrain. We're going to be playing the Hold Your Gains Crucible of War narrative scenario from Vigilus Defiant, I want to say. And this, Vigilus Defiant. And this one has one side being the Defenders, which will be the Space Wolves. And they deploy a third of their army within 9 inches of the center. So this thing's 6 inches of the center, so there's a little bit extra. And it actually said to put some terrain in the middle, like a terrain piece, because they are finished whatever mission they were on, and now they're waiting for extraction. While the attacker, being my Wind Rider host and all my Eldar basically, they deploy the full army on the table, and the defender comes in from reserves. So there's obviously the attacker advantage there. The attackers go first as well. But the whole point of it is to get units wholly within 9 inches of the center. So it's a random game length. Whoever has the most points wholly within 9 inches. And a unit only counts if it's wholly within. So it's not each model, it's the unit. Wholly within 9 inches of the center. Whoever has more points, ties go to the defender, wins the game. It's as simple as that. But we've made it more complicated because there is lava coming. On Vigilus, there's parts of it that are prone to eruptions thanks to the meddlings of the Adeptus Mechanicus digging too deep, digging too far. And we are going to be rolling off and choosing a side of the table. Once we've chosen a side of the table, we put 9 markers on it, and those markers represent the line of lava. And at the start of each battle round, starting on the first, we're going to be moving up each marker d6 inches. And after you do that, you kind of see this new line. Any units that are touching it or behind it are destroyed, unless they have the fly keyword, in which case they're able to fly over the boiling lava. And this is every round they move d6 inches closer. And normally you're not allowed to pick the attacker or defender's side, but in this case the attacker has 2 sides and the defender has 2 sides, so one of us is going to lose one of our sides. Let's roll off right in the middle here. You get to choose, Mike. You get to choose.
One of your sides for sure.
Obviously, but which one? And Mike is choosing this table edge, so the lava will be moving this way, which will basically shut down this part of the board, because I ain't deploying where the lava might come and overtake me right away. Although if I deploy more than 6 inches from the table edge, then I'm safe at least for 1 turn. Space Wolves have deployed. A third of their forces in the center. Then either flank has the Craftworld coming on in. This flank has the Warp Prisms and the Guardians. Where this flank has all my Windrunners, all my bikes basically, and the Howling Banshees. We've actually already rolled for the first round of moving the markers. As you can see, we're using these orange ones. These ones are more like right here, but the building's in the way. So any units that don't have fly, that touch that, are destroyed. And buildings too, but we'll remove the buildings once they're like totally engulfed by it, because I don't think it destroys this building. The moment it touches it, it just doesn't seem right. Just be like, touch, boom, it's gone. And so yes, everybody's deployed, and I automatically get first turn. Let's see how this scenario works. So we go into Craftworld Eldar with turn 1. With a whoosh, all the bikes move forward. The Howling Banshees advance up with them. Got bikes on each side. Scatter lasers taking a higher position to get some good sight. Fire prism on this side is going to whoosh right up to here to get some line of sight. Just Guardians are going to move closer because their weapons aren't that long range. I guess, you know what? I'm going to advance them. I know I won't be able to fire the Bright Lance, but it seems like it's worth it to try to get a few into fighting. So we'll see these Guardians start to move forward. The first one, and the other one's advanced. And advanced as well. To my psychic phase, my Farseer is going to attempt to manifest Guide, which needs a 7, and we get it with a 7, and you have no denying capabilities. And we're going to place that Guide on my scatter lasers, and then he also knows Doom, which also needs a 7, and I get it with an 11, and we'll place that on your aggressors. This Warlock knows Protect, or Jinx. We're going to cast Protect, and we get it. And we'll throw that on to this unit of Wind Riders up front. It gives them +1 of their saving throws. And the other one will just attempt to cast Smite. And fails. It turns out Warlocks only have a 9-inch range with their Smite anyways, so didn't really matter. Shooting phase. My scatter lasers from these Wind Riders are all going to open up fire onto your aggressors. 24 shots hitting on 3s. They are heavy, but I ignore that because I am Samhan. Re-rolling because they have Guide. Well, that helped. Only 1 miss total. Strength 6, wounding on 3s. The aggressors have been doomed, so I get to re-roll, but holy cow, I didn't really need that very much. Let's see if I can get some more. Yep, all but 2, so 21 wounds. Having cover though, you got a 2-up save. There's see a few ones. So 4 1s, but look at that, there's 3 2s that would have killed you without cover.
So we lost a
3 wounds each, so you lose 1 and 1 gets wounded. Next unit of Wind Riders, the 2 up here can see the aggressor, so they'll continue to fire there. The other 4 will shoot up at this unit of intercessors. Against the aggressors, hitting them on 3s. Wounded on 5s, but the aggressors are doomed, so we're looking to re-roll these. And 6s are AP -3. That'll really help counteract that cover. Ooh, we got 3 6s. So you get 5 up saves against these. And fail all 3. That kills that one and wounds the next one. And then the other 4 into the intercessors, hitting on 3s. 4s to wound, 6s AP -3. So we've got 4 wounds, one of them is -3. So 5 up save from the AP -3 one. Oh, you make it. And then 2 up saves for the other 3. Look at that cover saving their butts. Warlock on this side. These guys unfortunately don't have any targets they can see. So Warlock on this side is going to fire up just at the intercessors. That's all he can see. Twin Shuriken Catapult. So 3s to hit and 4s to wound. 6s are AP -3. So we got 1/6. 5 up save. Gets through. And the Warlock and Farseer on this side are going to fire at the same intercessor squad that squad of Wind Riders had tried to hurt. So Warlock hits on 3s, while the Farseer hits on 2s. So all but 1 hit. And these all wound on 4s. Whoa! 6s are -3. Ouch. So 5 up save on the 6s. And 2 up save. Oh, you made 2 of them. And 2 up saves on the regular ones. Oh no! There it is. 2 intercessors go down.
Yeah.
4 Guardian Defenders are in range to fire up at this front intercessor squad. With their Shuriken Catapults hitting on 3s. Waiting on 4s. 6s are AP -3. So 5 up save on the 6. Oh, you made it. 2 up saves. Piece of cake. 6 more Guardians firing on up. Same squad. 3s to hit. 4s to wound. 6s are extra. So 5 up on the 2 6s, which you fail 1 of, and 2 up on the rest, which you make. So I was trying to think I should have stood them still and just fired the Bright Lances. Fire Prism up top can see those aggressors who are doomed. So I am going to focus all his firepower there. Start with the Twin Shuriken Catapult to see if we can kind of finish off one of the guys. Looking at 3s to hit, because this is an assault weapon, so it doesn't matter that he moved. And then we're looking at 5s to wound, re-rolling. Oh, there's a 6. Just 1. 5 up save. That's a wound. Well, it's a hard choice. Do I do... Well, I can do 1 strength 12 shot, D3 strength 9 shots, or D6 strength 6 shots. But there's one guy that's down to a wound, so doing those multi-damage shots isn't as important anymore. I will do the disperse shot, because they both would wound you on 3s anyways. So D6 shots. 1 shot. All right, 4s to hit because I moved. Well, it hits at least. 3s to wound, re-rolling. Re-rolling. There we are. It's -3 apiece, so you get a 5 up save. Cover saves you again, baby. Nothing like sitting up there on your defensive position and actually having it do something for you.
Feels good.
Well, he'll fire at the aggressors too, because you can see them. He'll do the disperse too. D6 shots. Hey, 4, that's better. 3s to hit at least, right? Right? Oh, didn't need a 3, they all hit. 3s to wound, re-rolling. Oh, they all got through. 5 up saves. And, whoa, no, that got through. That'll finish off the 1 and kill 1 more. This will bring us to the morale phase. Regressors, a 5 or a 6, you'll see them run. You're good. Now you are Space Marines too, so you get to re-roll this. And you lost 2 intercessors? I don't think that's enough to worry about
2
them.
sergeants, so no,
they're fine. So that is it. I could have killed a lot more, but that cover really did some work for you.
It really helped
yes.
a lot.
Which is important, because this scenario actually says to make sure, or it doesn't say make sure, it says place a terrain piece in the middle. And I think that's to help for this exact reason, because they're going to get bombarded like crazy. But you get to fire back a bit now and see what happens as we go into Space Wolves turn 1. So unfortunately, according to the rules, you don't get your reserves until turn 2. And I'm not talking about match play rules, I'm talking about this specific scenario rules. So you got to make do, Mike, just with what you got. Can you do it?
I'm gonna try. For wolves, we don't give up.
That's right. So let's go into your movement phase. What's going to move?
We're just gonna get these guys over here.
Intercessors repositioning. Then you remember, those are heavy weapons.
Yes, these are my stalker pattern guys, so I actually want them there.
Standing still.
Instead, we're going to bring these guys back to deal with some threats back here.
Shooting phase. Where are we starting?
We're gonna take the aggressors, and I don't know what these are called, but they're gonna remove these off the board.
Wind Riders.
Wind Riders.
You're gonna get 4d6 extra shots from their, what's this thing called?
aggressors. Well,
No, the gun.
frag launchers.
So that was 13.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s. 4 is the wound. Nice. Now I did put protect on that unit, so they have a 3+ save. So 1, 2, 3 of them die. And not quite as overkill as you had hoped for. We'll just grab, you know what, it doesn't really matter because they can reposition pretty much anywhere they want. So we'll grab the 3 from the front. Next up,
Intercessors are going to fire into
Wind Riders.
Wind Riders.
Remember, they ride the wind.
They ride the wind.
Ride the wind, ride the wind, ride the wind. So 10 shots, hitting on 3s. 4 is to wound. -1 AP, makes some 5-up saves. And you kill 1. Patooey. Next up,
These intercessors firing into this unit of guard.
Guardians.
Guardians.
10 shots as well, hit on 3s. 3s to wound. Not bad,
That's
6
better.
wounds. -1 makes me have a 6-up save unless I want to blow up my heavy weapon platform, which I'm going to. It's 3-up save on the heavy weapon platform. So we'll start up there. So 4-up with the AP, so that's 1 of its wounds are gone. And, ooh, still alive. And dead, and then we have 6-up saves. So 2 more die. So boom, and ouch, ouch. And then the last intercessors with their stalker pattern bolters.
We're going to fire into your unit of Wind Riders, 3 remaining.
3 shots, hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
Okay.
4 is to wound. We've got,
No.
unfortunately, both miss. I'm assuming no charging?
No charging.
Let's go to morale. I lost 3 guardians, including the platform. Leadership 7. So they're fine. I lost 3 wind riders over there. Leadership 7. 2, so we're fine. And 1 wind rider right here. Leadership 7 means I can't fail. So a bit of retaliation. Killed a couple guardians and a heavy weapon platform. And a few of the wind riders. Was it enough? Well, you're definitely going to take a beating right now. But as we go into turn 2, that's when your reserves are going to arrive. Let's move the lava forward, which I have a funny feeling is not going to have a big effect on this game. I almost want to change it mid-game to move 2d6 inches, but if we actually make it too high, it could overcome the middle, which then would mean that nobody can escape. So we're just going to move it a little further, as per the normal rules. It roils forward, destroying the buildings as they sink into its depths. This building still remains, but these things fall off the back of it as the back sludges back. Guardians reposition, move forward. These ones jumped up on the higher platform to have better line of sight. On the other side, moving forward, leaving their bright lance behind. Wind Riders will ride the wind, baby. We're gonna get real ambitious here. My Farseer and Warlock are gonna jump up. Maybe? Yeah, like this, because we want to leave some room for my Howling Banshees. Wind Riders up here, and the Warlock as well. Look at me playing Eldar close combat like. I think that's a thing. You hear a howl in the back as the Banshees. Yeah, 3 inches is good enough. Not going to reroll it. If I had ran a little further, they could have actually gotten up there. But we'll just rely on our +3 charge move. You know what? Actually, I'm going to bring them back this way so they can all get grouped over there. Because they get +3 to their charge if they advance. So yeah. Warlock here knows the enhance psychic power. He's going to try to cast it on the Howling Banshees. Need a 7. I fail it. I'm going to use a command point to reroll this 2. And now I pass. Farseer will try to cast Guide and fails it, but once per turn he can reroll 1. And now passes it. I'm going to put it on the scatter lasers. Or do I focus on close combat this time? I already got +1 to hit on the Howling Banshees. So let's give Guide. Yeah, we'll give it back to the scatter lasers. These Wind Riders. And then he's going to throw Doom out again, and he does pass. I like to see the rest of those aggressors die to shooting, so I'm going to choose them. And then this Warlock will try to cast, Jinx. It's Protect and Jinx. Protect is +1 save, Jinx is -1. And fails it. That is Peril, so I'm going to re-roll one of these with the command point. And yes, I can still do that because this is narrative, not match play. I still fail it, but at least I didn't perils. Should back up for a second. I had mentioned off camera during the movement phase that I was going to bring in my warp spiders, and then I forgot. But Mike's such a nice guy, he let me do it right now. This time. And so I put a unit right there, arriving, and a unit right there. So in the shooting phase, these warp spiders are going to fire your intercessors. Now remember, I upgraded my warp spiders from the new Psychic Awakening book, that they've lost their Iron Resolve, so they don't get to reroll morale tests, but they get to reroll hit rolls with their shooting weapons when they first arrive. So 12 shots from their Death Spinners, hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of the upgrade. Whew, good thing. Well, that's not much better. Strength 6, so 3s to wounds, 6s are AP -4. Well, that's all of them. 5 up save from this, oh no.
It's -4.
It's
right?
-4,
So it's just-
6 up save.
Yep.
Because of your cover, so 3 wounds so far, and then you get your 2 up saves against that for being in cover, and 1 more, so 4 wounds.
Well,
So 4 wounds.
oh, so 1 transfers actually, so he's
Yeah,
gone.
so 2 die, 1 gets
He's
injured.
gone, and you get to wound.
Yay. Warp spiders on the other side will open up fire into these intercessors. Same idea, 3s to hit, re-rolling. Come on guys, you can do better than that. All right, not bad. 3s to wound, 6s, oh golly. Good thing you got cover, 6 up saves, didn't matter, and then you get 2 up saves against the rest, so that's 4 so far. 4. Wrong spot.
Oh, wait, this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we'll leave the sergeant.
Scatter lasers are going to open up fire into your aggressors. 24 shots hitting on 3s. They are guided, so they will re-roll. Re-roll. 3s to wound. You are doomed, so they're going to re-roll. Re-roll. Ouch. Those 6s don't do anything special. Now, I didn't get the jinx off, so you're just getting your 2 up saves, because you're in cover. 2 1s.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So one of them's dropped down to 1. Well, we'll put we'll put both of these in there. Farseer's catapults on 2s, and the warlocks are on 3s. Ooh, bunch of misses there. Winning on 5s, but you're doomed, so they can re-roll. Really looking for those 6s. Wow, okay, that's good too. 2 up saves for the regular ones, so that's nothing, and then a 5 up save for the 6. That's 1 wound. Finishes off an aggressor at least. 3 wind riders are in range only of this intercessor. Looking at 3s to hit, 4s to wound. That's 3. 2 up save. That's 1 wound. Down to 1 wound. Shuriken cannons will go into the aggressor. 6 shots hitting on 3. Ouch. Okay. Winning on 3s though. And there's 1 AP -3. 5 up save and a 2 up save. Warp Prism's gonna try to finish that little guy off. Tempted to do the single strength 12 shot. Yeah, let's do it. 3s to hit. 2s to wound. And you're doomed, so I get to re-roll it. Okay, good. It's -5 AP, so your cover ain't saving you. D6 damage. You've got 2 wounds left. Woo! Well, that would have done it. Boom. Guardians down here, including the Bright Lance. He'll fire the Bright Lance, firing up at these intercessors. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. No 6s there for the extra AP. So 2 up saves from these. 1. So that finishes off the 1 intercessor, and then the Bright Lance fires. Hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 2. There we are. -4 AP, so with cover you got a 6 up. Oh, look at that!
Oh.
He dodges it. It slams into the side of the building. Guardians up top. We'll just try to take them on. 12 shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Really want those 6s to penetrate that cover. Well, okay, there's not a lot of wounds, but they're good ones. So those will be 5 up saves. Booyah. Oh, you should have done it for the 2 up save. Oh, see, you got it backwards. Still killed one though, so I'm happy with that. And Guardians down here will open up fire on these remaining guy. Hitting on 3s. It's got to take out 1 guy. Should be able to do that. 4s to wound. Looking for those 6s. Sweet, sweet 6s. No, only got 1.
This is on.
This is just the intercessor. So 2 up saves, 5 up save.
Alrighty.
He's alive. 5 up save on the 1. Hey, there we are. He's alive. Let's try to finish him off with with him. Twin Shuriken catapults hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. That's 1 more with no AP, so you get a 2 up save. He can stay alive if you don't roll a 1. He's alive! It's a miracle. And this fire prism can't see a thing. Charge phase. Howling Banshees will declare a charge against everything within 12. Actually, they can declare charge against everything within 15 if they had advanced. So that'll be him as well. You can't overwatch because you can't see them, but even if you could, their Banshee masks prevent you from overwatching. And they will charge 11 inches. And they flippity flip. This would actually be kind of terrifying. You thought that that whispering, howling noise was not terrifying. Well, if you were to sit in there shooting that stuff, and all of a sudden all these things come flying up with their power swords, I think you'd be a little afraid, unless you're a Space Marine. Then you know no fear. You just know the power sword slicing through your armor. And then my Farseer will charge in. And, nah. Yeah, nah. I think that's overkill. We're good. We'll go first with the Farseer, because he kills it, then I can just pull the Howling Banshees this way mainly, kind of, except there's that guy over there. This mighty Farseer has traveled all of this distance, has equipped a mighty ancient relic Witchblade. Gets 2 attacks. 2s to hit. And always wounds on 2s. But no AP. Can you make both your 3-up saves? You did. You withstood the mighty ancient relic of the Farseer.
Just
See, I just hold it. No, I have metal gloves.
yeah.
You didn't see that
Or
one
you didn't
coming.
even look. He's like, ding, caught the sword here. I'm busy shooting things.
Well, I guess the Howling Banshees are going to have to do a bit of the work then, because their swords are more equipped.
What's their armor like?
Howling Banshees?
The T3?
Oh yeah, they die easily.
Maybe I should interrupt.
Oh, right.
Oh!
That is a thing. Would you like to spend 2 command points before I slicey dicey?
Yes.
Well, these 5 can fight back. I may have forgotten about that stratagem. May have gone first with the Howling Banshees, but that's okay. Let's see them die. 16 attacks because I charged you. Oh, that was a mistake. 3s to hit. Well, you can just miss a lot. 3s to wound. Anybody say glass hammer? Okay, well, you can't kill any more than 5 of them, of the 10 that are there. 4-up armor. Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
I demand a refund.
La-di-da. La-di-da.
I thought I was being smart with that.
Well, it's because you're smart doesn't mean your dice are going to roll. Watch this. So I'll have these 3, which includes the Exarch, which is a special moon blade thingies against poor little guy. And then these 6 into them. Mirror swords on the Exarch, hitting on 2s, because I got the +1 to hit on them. And this one re-rolls, because they're mirror swords. 5s to wound. Booyah! 1 wound, -2. Get a 5 save. Got him. Slicey, slice, slice, slice. Oh, and I forgot. On a 4+, I would have done D3 mortal wounds on the charge. Yeah, so D3 mortal wounds to these intercessors. 2. So technically 1 less would have fought me, but it's okay because they didn't do anything. Actually had to kill this guy because he was already wounded. That's why I don't really care.
And then we'll just pass that wound.
Oh, no. You can bring that guy back.
Yeah, we'll just leave him.
Yeah, I just leave. It's fine.
Yeah, just
it's
leave
really
him
okay,
there.
man. It's okay. There's 6 of them. So 12 more attacks. These are hitting on 2s because of the enhance. Ooh, look at that. I got 2 more hits because of that. 5s to wound. Watch out. But they're -3 AP. 4. 6-up saves. Oh, okay. Still not killing the right guy. I get it. I get it. Sorry. That's all right. And the next one. Okay, so they didn't do nearly as well as I had hoped. So
They can't-
morale, yeah, my Banshees are fine.
But,
You
him-
lost 4 of them at leadership 8.
So he's he's a sergeant, so he's at leadership 5 right now.
No, leadership 8.
Oh, leadership 8, yeah, sorry. So we're needing a 3 or lower.
Oh, you re-roll it. You're a Space Marine.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
see?
yeah.
Whew, I didn't know fear. What was that?
Yeah.
It was an uncomfortable emotion. The other ones
was.
don't have to worry about it. They lost 2. They're
Yeah.
leadership 8. And that's the end of my turn 2. So you survived. Now it's time for you to go and start to get some reserves. So you're moving phase first. Are you gonna move? You gonna move? You gonna move?
Oh,
Are you gonna move?
you're scaring me, man.
What? What's wrong?
I walked in and we're doing this.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
What?
I was so confused. I have to do reinforcements.
No, reinforcements at the end of the moving phase.
End of the movement. I was gonna roll for them too. I got.
Yeah, no, you gotta move before you know
Dang,
what you
okay,
get.
okay.
It could change whether he goes there,
Okay.
or there,
Oh, man.
or there, or there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna skip it. To
Okay.
be honest.
Okay. 3 up. Unless before you roll, you can spend a command point to have it come in automatically. After you roll, you can spend a command point to re-roll the roll.
Yeah.
That's it. What do you want to do then?
I'm gonna just pay to have all of them.
6 command points?
Well, I can reuse it more than once because it's his narrative, and it guarantees me I get stuff on the board. That's
Sure.
the most painful thing for you.
Sure.
So that's what we're gonna do,
6 command points.
just like that.
That's the rest of your command points.
All the command points, but I feel that's the most. If I don't get something in, because each one of these is so important that if I don't get it in, that's worse than just wasting my command points.
Sure. Okay.
So that's what we're doing.
Bring them in.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm going to do one thing that's really mean.
What?
Roll for them. Oh, good.
I hope you should show the people after this.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. That one. Okay. And what's her face?
And the.
Okay.
Okay,
So basically half of them didn't come in if you hadn't have done that.
Exactly, which
That would suck. That would suck.
Which is the 3 devastating ones.
Yeah.
Logan, my wolf priest, and my suppressors.
Nice.
So
okay, so it's worth it then.
it was worth it.
It's worth it. The wolf in charge and on one side by themselves. As the suppressors land on top of the building that they notice is starting to sink into the lava, but they're like, we can fly. As the Hellblasters and Inceptors and your Valkyrie and Logan come charging on the other side of the table, ready to avenge the deaths of their brethren and get to the escape zone. Shitty phase!
We're gonna have the
Inceptors.
Inceptors not take out. Well, they're just gonna try to take out your warp spiders.
Yeah, come on, man. Watch your language.
I know. I just
Take out. These are going to kill that.
These are going to kill. I know. I kind of screwed that up over here.
Yeah,
but
you said that to the Wind Riders,
I know.
and they're still alive.
I know. Hey guys.
All right, a bajillion assault bolter shots are going to fire to the warp spiders, most likely destroying them. I am going to declare they're going to do a flicker jump. So now what that means, I say now because the last time I remember flicker jumps is like 7th edition, is instead of moving, you just get -1 to hit them. But then at the end, I roll 2 dice. If I roll double 1, then somebody dies. 36 shots.
On 4s.
3s.
-1 to hit.
Right. I just said that, didn't I?
You did. I mean.
Yeah, it's 4s. You're right.
Yeah.
Woo! I was thinking for a moment there, I thought you thought they were heavy weapons, and then I'm like, duh. I literally just explained this roll.
It's okay.
By the way, you rolled 3 3s, so my flicker jump did like nothing. 3s to wound.
Oh no.
Well, that's
no.
a little better. So you're -1 AP, but I'm +1 save because I'm in cover, so I'm just back up to my 3 up. And only 2 of them died, and nobody else died. Well then, 2 die. Logan Grimnar is also going to fire at them.
Stormbolter.
Little flicker jump again. 3s to hit, or probably
2s, rerolling 1s.
And then 3s. I'll get a 2-up save against this. Whoa.
Okay, way to
cover
just make
baby.
it.
You didn't have anything to give any AP, right?
No, just Stormbolter.
Did anybody die? Nope, nobody died. Some bolt pistols in close combat to the Banshees. 3s to hit. Oh, 3s to wound. All right, there's 1. 4-up save. Yeah, actually technically 3-up. I'm in cover, but
He's going to fire at those bikes.
Change your mind?
Yeah, we're gonna do the warp spiders instead.
flicker jump. 3s. Oh, sorry, 4s because they flicker jumped.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we totally.
It's like
I keep saying flicker jump and then not actually making you do -1.
It's like you're just saying because it sounds fun. Flicker jump.
Because Logan, we didn't even account for the -1 either. I'm just like flicker jump.
It was.
You rolled high enough.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't matter. They didn't die, but. I'm sorry, people. I'm just so excited to say flicker jump that I then right away forget that it does anything. Except possibly kill one of my guys. Nope.
So we are going to overcharge, and we're going to target the Wind Riders.
Wind Riders.
Starting
One
from
at a
this
time.
side.
No rerolls anywhere either.
No
right?
rerolls anywhere.
So let's do it. Oh,
Okay,
first
so
one dies.
yeah, he doesn't hit. So
We're gonna do the rest of these really quick. Grab those 2. Go. Oh, he dies. He's alive. He dies. Dude, you just lost 3 of them.
yeah.
But you did hit 5 times. 2s to wound. And I don't get a save against this.
Oh.
They kill 3. That's it.
Okay.
That's all you needed. Unfortunately, it cost you just as many Hellblasters. Yikes. Suppressors will shoot straight down at my other Wind Riders. 6 shots. They did move though. They're heavy. So hit on 4s. So 4 hits. 3s to wound. Woo! These are 2 damage apiece. -1, so basically ignoring the cover. Oh, sorry, they're actually -2 AP, not -1. So I go a 5-up save at this point. You killed 3 of them. Pow, pow, pow. Charge phase!
Logan Grimnar into your Guardians.
I will overwatch. 3 of them are in range, 1 will use the Bright Lance. So the Shuriken catapult, sorry. 1 hits, wounds on a 5, nothing. And then we got the Bright Lance, hits, what's this? 3s to wound. Ooh, yeah, I'm not rerolling. So you need a 9-inch charge. You failed.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Now, how do you reroll that?
It's one of his special rules.
Okay, reroll that.
Yeah, you can reroll. Hold on, let me just check.
I believe you.
Yeah, Alpha Predator.
Ooh.
8.
So close. The Inceptors will try. I'll overwatch them as well. Start with the Shuriken catapults, hitting on 6s. Ooh, 4 hits. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. 3 ups. 3 up armor. You fail 1. I still got the Bright Lance, so I might as well just toss that in there. 6 to hit. No. Plink. No, only 1 wound.
Oh, yeah.
Here, 3 wounds each.
I keep.
Charge. Do they get to reroll?
No.
Oh.
No.
The Wolfen will declare a charge against these Guardians. We'll get a little bit of Overwatch. Some Shuriken catapults. 1 hits and wounds. Save.
4 up.
Oh,
okay.
4. So one of them goes down a wound. Booyah. Charge, 9 inches. Nope. Do they get to reroll?
I gotta check.
So it says that Wolfen, all nearby infantry can reroll failed charge rolls, and it doesn't say Wolfen are excluded like it did for their other rule, which gives an extra attack. So we're just going to roll it, and if it turns out there's an FAQ somewhere that explains it, it doesn't matter because you failed it anyways. Did you want this intercessor to charge?
It makes no difference.
So that's a yes.
Yeah, he's gonna charge your banshees.
Okay. Charge. You made it. Oh, there's the 11. There's the 11. All the way over there, avoiding my characters. And now he gets to fight. Extra attack because he charged, hitting on 3s, because there's not. If anybody thinks I should be having -1 to hit them, that was replaced with the doing mortal wounds thing. That was my choice. 2 wounds. I got a 4-up save. He killed 1. Just like that. That's all the chargers. Now you get to select a unit to fight, so the other guys.
Yep.
They don't have a +1 attack anymore. They were not charged, nor did they charge. Ooh, 3s to hit, 3s to wound, 3s to wound. This is your chance.
Okay.
3 wounds. Sorry, they're actually, yeah, only 1 more dice. You. And now I will pile on in, like so. So the leader won't get there. The rest of them will. Just stay right there. Still getting their +1 to hit, 2s to hit. Ooh, look at all those 2s. Yummy, yummy, +1. 5s to wound. Oh, not bad, 5 of them. 6-up saves. Ooh, that's exactly how many I needed. No, never mind. You have 2 wounds each, so it's 3 wounds total, so it kills 2 more.
Him and then the guy with 1 wound left.
Yeah. Which means he doesn't have to worry about battle shock. And the Banshees are also leadership 8. Having lost 2 guys does not matter. Well, your guys showed up. They punched out a few Wind Riders and a couple Warp Spiders who don't run either because their leadership's 8 and they only lost 2 guys. But other than that, pretty oh, you killed 3 Wind Riders right there. Oh, right. I got to roll for them. But other than that, pretty
lackluster.
Suboptimal.
Recharge.
Except
for
the
the
close
one that
one.
didn't matter.
Yeah. Then you rolled an 11.
Yeah.
So the unit of Wind Riders that lost 3, leadership 7. Yeah, they're fine. So the lava moved forward again, destroying this piece of terrain. Minor. And this huge building is engulfed. And we just kind of float down gently. So you're flying above this burning lake of lava that's pouring itself through right now. We forgot 1 morale. You lost 3 guys there.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I killed enough of my own guys.
On a 6 1 more run.
Okay,
you're
we're
good.
golden.
Movement phase. They're going to use their warp jump generator, so they're going to move 7 inches plus that much more. So they can move 20 inches with fly. We're just going to go right here. Hi, Hellblasters. We're going to have these Wind Riders just hop on over here. And with the Warlock, he's the one that gives the +1 to hit in close combat, so he's going to sit pretty down here. Farseers is going to shuffle as will the other warlock. This is our escape zone now. And these Wind Riders will hop up here, getting ready to fire their scatter lasers. I'll advance these because we can't see anything with the bright lance. And they're just gonna go toe to toe with these Wolfen. Seems like a good idea. These Warp Spiders are gonna do their jump and move a total of 17 inches. And they're gonna flicker jump down here. Or warp jump, I should say. Logan's about to kill these Guardians anyway, so they might as well reposition and just light up your Inceptors. While these Guardians advance a whole inch. Oh, we're just gonna shuffle around in here. Very fancy-like. We're gonna cast Guide, need a 7, and I fail. I'm gonna re-roll and pass. I'm gonna put it on those Guardians, and then I'm gonna Doom and pass your Inceptors. And then I will enhance, giving +1 to hit. Ooh, is it 6 or 7 I need? That is a fail. I need a 7. Then we're gonna throw Jinx. Yes, onto the Inceptors, giving them -1 to their saves. Guardians will open fire on these Wolfen. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, lots of misses. 4s to wound. 6. Oh, that was bad. So I'll let you choose the order. Technically, I should have rolled every single one of those shots individually because the APs could be different, and you have varying armor saves, but
I do.
I don't really care to take that much time, so I'll just always let you choose the order. So
Okay.
you want to put the...
So this is the
That's the AP -3.
-3.
And you have to allocate to this guy first, so you might as well do the
Yeah.
crap one. See, when he fails that...
And then I can say we're going to put it on a 3-up.
Exactly, and I can put it on a shield.
All right.
3-up shield. And
Okay,
pass.
it does it. Well, normal armor. No, it wouldn't have because it's 4-up. So yeah, good choice.
Yeah. 2 shuriken catapults into them. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 6s are... Yeah, who cares? So you can choose 4-up saves or 3-up saves.
We're going to do shields.
You are going to continue to do shields.
Yeah, I always call the sergeant first because he has the worst weapons, and then the shields are next.
Okay. And the start. Okay, so 3-up. You're
Here we
good. Fire Prism will fire everything into them. We'll do the focused ray, which is D3 shots. 3. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Strength 9, so 2s to wound. Oh, there's 1-1. You can put this on your 3-up invuln.
Yeah, shields for sure.
Oh, well, look at that. Shuriken pistols from all of these Howling Banshees will fire at this injured intercessor. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, wounding on 4s. Give me some 6s, baby. Okay. So 5-up save against that 6. 2-up save against the other. Good old cover, even though I'm right next to you at the pistol. Maybe more luck over here. Warp Spiders into the Hellblasters. It's 12 shots hitting on 3s. No rerolls here because I didn't just arrive. 3s to wound. 6s are AP -4. Oh! That is 5 wounds that you don't get to save. So goodbye, Hellblasters. Other Warp Spiders into your Inceptors. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Wow. That was impressive. 3 scatter lasers into the Inceptors. Wait, back up. Those 4s that didn't work, those 2s, they're doomed. So I get to reroll. That's better. You're jinxed, so you get 4-up saves. 3 wounds. So it finishes off the 1 and hurts another. Now we'll do the scatter lasers. So now the scatter lasers hit on 3s and wound on 3s, re-rolling because of Doom. The 6s don't do anything special, which is too bad. But you are jinxed, so 4-up saves. Yikes, that's a 4 over there. So 4 more wounds. So it kills him and wounds another one down to 1 wound.
And we'll put it on him.
Guardians, everything into them. These Guardians are guided. Start the Shuriken catapults, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Whew. Didn't need that guide very much. All of them hit. And then we're wounding them on 5s. They're doomed, so I'm re-rolling. Ow! Re-rolling. That's a couple more. So you can't save the 6s because they're -3 and you're jinxed. And the other ones you have a 4-up, so you took 8 wounds. So it finishes off the 1, kills 2 more.
I'm just going to leave him with 2 wounds.
Yes. Ouch! Bright Lance. Could finish him off. 3s to hit. Yeah, it didn't move. Re-rolling. Guided. And then 3s to wound. You won't be able to save that, and it's D6 damage, 4, which of course finishes him off. Oof. Well, the Farseer and the Warlock will fire at this Intercessor who's no longer in combat. Farseer hits on 2s, while the Warlock hits on 3s. Oh, that was bad. 4s to wound. Well, I got the 2 6s, so they're -3, so you get a 5 up with cover, and he dies. Well, that was efficient. This tank will fire at the Wolfen. We'll do the focused array, so D3 shots, 2 shots that hit on 3s, no rerolls, and wound on 2s. Yikes, there's 1. So you get a 3 up invuln against that, and then it does D3 damage, so you're saved. I'm not going to charge anywhere in the charge phase, so into the combat phase, the Howling Banshees are going to try to finish off this one Intercessor with 1 wound left, but they don't have their +1 to hit anymore. Mirror Swords from the Exarch, hitting on 3s, re-rolling because they're Mirror Swords, and then wounding on 5s. 1 wound, -2, so you get a 5 up save. Gone. They will not consolidate, they'll stay where they are. We're gonna back up a bit more. Wolfen ignore wounds on a 5+. You took 2 wounds.
Okay.
Okay, put that guy back.
Oh,
So the Wolfen for the win?
Oh.
They're the most overpowered thing at 40k.
I'm not going to do that because all the other wounds that I saved after him were on shield.
Oh, and you rolled 3, and you rolled all 3s.
And I rolled all 3, so he would have died anyway.
Eventually, yeah. Okay, we'll just keep him off. So the end of my turn 2, your Wolfen are still here. You lost your Inceptors totally, the last of your Hellblasters. But you got Logan. Yeah.
I got Logan.
And some suppressors.
We'll see. I'm interested to see what the melee does.
Yeah, like see how much damage he can do on his way towards the extraction point.
Yes.
Logan, you hear some weird bells.
He delivers all the presents.
Your Valkyrie's gonna come over, getting ready to heal whatever damage
Just
she
gonna
takes
stay next to Logan.
from Overwatch. Wolfen can advance and charge, so advancing them 4 inches. So
Makes it up there, and then they're just gonna sort of daisy chain. Oh.
sorry, one guy the furthest was only there. Which is probably better because now the Howling Banshees can't overwatch you. Suppressors, what are they gonna fire at?
I think they are going to try to remove the west. It's
the west of the Windbladers.
the wind wide
3s to hit because they did not move. Look at that! Look at those 2 3s. I told you. 3s to wound. Oh. And then you just did that.
It's so bad.
It's okay. You might kill 1. I have cover, so I'm a 3 up save, but then -2, so 5 up. Lots of shots here. What are they targeting?
Well, we're gonna put the 4 Stormbolter shots into your Warp Spiders.
Flicker jump.
Yeah.
So you're hitting on -1s. Is he 2+ normally or 3+?
He's 2+ normally.
Okay, and then 3s to wound. And then they'll have a 2 up save up there. Hey, you killed 1.
Yes.
And a double 1, another 1 will disappear in the warp. Poof. Frag grenade from what's her face, the Wolf Priest.
She's a Valkyrie.
The Valkyrie, sorry,
Valkyrie.
the Valkyrie. D6 shots. D6 shots. Hey, look at that. 3s to hit. 4s to wound. 3 wounds and 3 deaths. That was an explosive grenade. Get it? Is it? Never mind. Charge phase. Who's declaring charge?
Logan will.
Into the Guardians.
Into the Guardians.
Overwatch. Shuriken catapults, hitting on 6s, wounding on 5s. 2 wounds. 2 up save. He's fine. Bright Lance. Also fine. And then he charges. How far? Very fine. 8 inches. Bam.
My Valkyrie is going to charge in.
Why not, right?
Why not?
6 inches. That'll get her in. Wolfen.
Yeah, they're going to charge the Guardians and the Banshees.
Guardians will overwatch. The Bright Lance misses. Overwatch Shuriken catapults. Oh, look at that. 3 of them hit. Yay! 1 wound. 4 up or 3 up?
I was thinking on the shield.
Okay, 3 up. You're fine. How far are you charging? Not bad.
9.
Too bad they get that last turn.
Yeah.
You're going to use that to get the forward momentum into the Banshees. Yeah. Bring it. I'm assuming you would have declared the Warlock too.
Yeah, I didn't.
I know you didn't say it, but now that you're placing your guys, you're like, oh wait.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
right. And then they attack. They will all attack the Banshees.
Yes.
Starting with the axes.
All right.
Hitting on 3s. And I'm starting to wish that I had that -1 hit thing instead of the 4+ mortal wound thing.
And this is strength 8.
Yeah, 2s. Youch.
Okay.
So that ignores their armor, so 6 of them just died. You know what? Let me just save you some time.
Roll with the thunder hammers?
You can if you really want to, but I think I know the outcome. I think I know the outcome. And then they're consolidating to the Warlock. Okay. I'm not going to interrupt, so Logan can smash through the Guardian Defenders of the Galaxy. Sorry, that was Mike's joke.
I made that joke off camera and you done stole it.
And he casually swings his weapon one-handed because he's like, whoa, these are just Guardian Defenders.
Yeah, we're hitting you on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, that's all.
You're
hits.
actually re-rolling everything. It just happens.
Yes.
Everything is just the ones.
Wounding you on 2s.
Okay, so you just killed 5. And the Wolfies now have 7 attacks. Also hitting on 2s. Also re-rolling, but you're good. Just 3s to wound though.
Wounding on 3s. Okay, not bad. 4 more.
Now these are only -1, so I actually get a 5-up save against them. Ooh,
Oh, there you
one
go.
more. So 6 die. Like that. And then your Valkyrie can go. 4 attacks, hitting on.
2s.
Reroll, because
Reroll
Logan's
ones.
nearby.
Okay.
Oh no.
And we are strength 6 for the Crozius Arcanum.
2s to wound.
All right.
AP. So I'll put this on the weapon. So 4 up, 4 up, 4 up. It died. He gets to fight back. I'm not going to roll 1 attack. He's not going to do anything. He's going to run away. Because I lost 10 models and he's leadership 7. My Warlock will poke the Wolfen a couple times. Hits the Wolfen on 3s. Oh, okay. We're done. End of turn 3. You got the Wolfen right in there. They're worth a lot of points, so that's something. Killed the Guardians over there. And a Warp Spider. On all the Howling Banshees. That's a good chunk of guys. Let's see if I can do lots of damage back in my turn 4. So the lava moves forward and destroys this. I'm sure that didn't have any collateral damage. And nothing else really by this point. I guess this thing is engulfed enough in it.
Oh, actually
Whoa.
fully engulfed.
Yeah, look at that. No, it's not having a huge effect on the game, but it's looking cool, clearing the table. Movement. Warp Spiders are going to go jump again. Not very far, apparently. That's enough. We're going to try to take out these Wolfen this turn, so we're going to throw everything at them. Deal with Logan later. So obviously this Warlock's got to retreat. Come over here. Then we'll have our Farseer and other Warlock. These Warp Spiders will jump. Whoa, that's pretty far. That's 27 in total. We'll just pop them up here too. These Guardians are all going to come over and try to take out your Wolf Priest because they can't get to the Wolfen. Guardians down here will advance 4, so 11 inches. That'll get them in range to fire as well. All the firepower into your Wolfen, who will hopefully be jinxed and doomed after my Psychic Phase. Psychic Phase, Farseer is going to try to doom them, needs a 7. Fails, we'll re-roll. Got it, just barely. He'll then try to guide the Warp Spiders. Needs a 7 and passes. Warlock is then going to try to jinx them. Needs a 7. Fails. I'm going to use a command point to reroll that 1. And now I pass. So they're -1. And then we'll throw a drain on them as well, which passes. They'll have -1 to hit, just in case they're still alive. Now it's time to open fire. We're going to start with Fire Prism number 1. Focus shot, D3 shots, 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Both hit, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. So use a shield. So you're only going to be 4-up save because you're -1 to your saves. It's not an AP.
Why you do this?
It's Jinx. So 4-up.
How do you feel now, huh? I gotta take all the wins I can get here.
Yeah. Well, let's try it again. D3 shots. Oh, just 1. 3s to hit, and it's a hit. 2s to wound. That's a wound.
More.
4-up.
One more dancing mat. Oh, the mat almost popped up, but it's okay.
It didn't want to.
It's
like, no, not me, not this time.
Mat doesn't always pop up.
Yeah, but you still got a 4.
They're doing all the
Yeah,
work.
they're doing all the work by themselves. And then Warp Spiders, who are guided, will fire at them. 12 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling because they're guided. Come on, baby. Wounded on 3s, re-rolling. 6s are -4 AP. So because of your Jinx, that one's really good, so you can do the order.
Okay.
So what do you want to
They're
put it on?
all going to be on the shields anyways.
You only have 2 shields though, right? So we got to do these technically 4 at a time. So you got a 4 up save. Go ahead.
Why 4 at a time?
Because you only have 4 wounds before the shields are gone.
Oh, I see.
You got to
what you mean.
allocate them.
Yeah,
to-
there's only 2 wounds each. But yeah,
start with the 6 on there as well, because you might as well take the good one on the shields.
Yeah.
4s. 1 shield guy is dead, so keep rolling 2 dice at a time now. 4s. Other shield guy is dead.
And
now you have
these are 5 ups -1, unless.
no, you have cover, so you're still 4s. Yeah, I could have done them all at the same time
yeah.
because you have cover and then the -1, so 4 up. So another wound.
So another wound.
So you could have chosen, just so you know, you didn't have to kill your shields first. I realized that afterwards.
Well, that's okay. I want them to die first anyways, because they're the lesser of the melee weapons right here.
Okay. I just have a lot more shooting that could be high AP, that's all.
I know.
Somebody gets wounded.
Yeah,
Whoever's-
one guy
whoever's-
gets wounded.
Other warp spiders onto them. 3s to hit. Not guided, so no rerolls. And then 3s to wound. But you are doomed, so I get to reroll this. So you'll have no save against those 2. And then a 4 up against those because of cover.
Okay.
Ooh, 1 wound left. So kills
Soft
him,
wound.
wounds him. Oh, they'll have the guardians try to finish him off. 3s to hit, 4s to wound, re-rolling. I think that does it. That's -3, and then you're jinxed. You're at
Okay.
yeah, because then the -1. So that finishes him off. How you feeling?
Oh, defeated. I'm gonna call it because I know it's a matter of points in the center, and I think even if I got this is 235 points, you're gonna outpoint me.
Assuming
hard.
that I don't kill him by
Assuming, and I
do the
have a
same thing I
feeling
did
that-
to the Wolfen, right? The whole
Yeah.
jinx, guide, doom
So we've got-
combo.
You're probably gonna get these 2 down next, and he will have a hard time making it all the way up to the sky pad.
Yeah, the Guardians were about to unload on your Valkyrie, so they possibly could have just killed her right now, because there's nothing nearby to stop me from shooting at characters. And I had the scatter lasers to fire at her as well.
Yeah.
So it's quite possible that the Valkyrie would be dead, and that would leave you just with Logan and the suppressors. Suppressors could jump up, kill some more stuff, and then all the warp spiders would jump down, and
Yeah, they would be gone in the next turn
Yeah.
for sure.
Logan may survive to the end of the game simply because the game time would run out.
Yes.
But yeah. So interesting scenario. I'll definitely have some more things to say about this on my next Wargaming Game Master if I hadn't already reviewed it, because there's definitely some things I would change about how the scenario works. How did you find it?
Very biased.
Towards the attackers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
you
never felt like I was ever.
having a chance, right?
No.
And I didn't like that.
No, that was.
If the attackers were forced to have some reserves as well,
Originally I thought that because I could only put a third of my army down, and then everything else had to come in from the sides. And I thought originally that you were following the same rules. I was like, oh, okay. And then when I found out, oh, he gets to deploy everything
And go first.
And go first.
if you went first, that could make a huge difference right there.
I'm too short range.
You as Space Wolves, but I'm
And
talking
if-
about, because we don't just think about it as the Eldar
Yeah.
and Space Wolves.
Yeah.
Because the Eldar are obviously very maneuverable, but if you just think about it as if I had some guys in reserve, if I was forced to
Yeah.
put some of my army, even if just like half instead of 2/3, and then if the defender got to go first,
And remember, this is best case scenario. I spent all my command points to bring everything I could out as soon as I could.
Yeah.
So imagine had I have rolled.
yeah,
I would have only, because we showed it, I would have only had 3 of my 6 units come out, right?
Exactly.
And they would have been slaughtered even easier. So this is like, what it felt like was I was just feeding a meat grinder a little bit.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
No, I agree. So-
Even best case scenario, right? You gave me the sky pad.
well, you're supposed to have a piece of terrain in the middle. It did say that.
Yeah.
And so that's assuming, and even
But we had tons of line of sight blocking. I don't know.
But against Eldar jumping around bikes, I know the Guardians didn't get as many shots as they could have because they're shorter range and a little slower.
Yeah.
But like I just parked my fire prisms in a couple spots and started unloading from a distance. Although I don't think they actually did much work throughout the most of the game. Most of the work was done by warp spiders and the wind
And your-
riders.
Yeah, the wind riders. Wind riders.
The wind riders, yes.
But yeah,
exactly.
no, but it's still, I had fun playing. It just, I felt like I was very, like, railroaded.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you don't want that feeling, right?
No.
And so, yeah, that's what I would change. Because I always say when we review these, we would say, well, how would we change it to make it what we think would be more balanced and more fun is more important. I think I would say 2 things. Defender goes first. and the attacker is forced to put some stuff in reserve as well.
Yeah.
Maybe less stuff. Maybe say, well, the attacker has the advantage in that, but the defender gets to go first.
Yeah, because if I know I get to go first, I would have brought suppressors and more shooty. But I'm like, and in my head, I'm like, I have to withstand the first round.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put things I don't care about out because they're probably going to get nuked.
And you could always be like, well, I'm not going to put anything out because it's up to a third. So I can just put nothing on the table. Well, and not just that, but then I just jump my entire army into the middle, and now you've got to fight me off the middle, and it's kind of the opposite. Now the attacker is a defender. So it's not as interesting. This could have just been also a result of the Eldar versus Space Wolf matchup too. So every time we do these reviews, there's going to be that bias of what happened in our game. But I'm not sure if that's... I think just kind of observing how everything works makes me think, no, this needs to be improved.
Yeah, it needs to be working a little bit.
The lava was disappointing, but I kind of realized that it would be given this scenario. I think the lava could be an interesting thing. Like, picture this line being along here, and there actually being objectives along the entire table.
Or both sides.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Really cool.
There'd be some cool modifications to this I think would be fun.
Yeah.
Or have it move faster, like 2d 6 inches instead of d6.
Yeah.
That could make it much more interesting. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Mike, for the game. I'm sorry that it ended up being a little one-sided. It's not what you want to see in our narrative game, but it happens sometimes, I guess. And stay tuned. There's another Nothing But Narrative in the vault at the link below. Go check it out, and happy wargaming.